This is Elaine, a girl who fully believes she's living in a fairy tale, or, as some might say, she's just a little delulu.
Hey!
Today, she's flying back home to Vienna. And like every other day, she put on a dress not because she had to, but because fairies apparently wouldn't travel in sweatpants.
But life would be so boring if we didn't romanticize it, right?
And of course, she packed her suitcase like she was fleeing the kingdom at midnight.
I just want to have options, okay?
She rushed to the airport like she was late for a ball. Except it was just a budget airline with very questionable legroom. And what would a traveling day be without visiting the airport bookshop, just to look, and pretend she won't definitely add books to her already giant TBR pile? She then embarked on a very glamorous 2-hour flight. By glamorous, I mean slightly cramped, mildly turbulent, and a baby giving a full concert in the front row. But nothing could ruin the joy, because Elaine was going home. To the land of overpriced coffee, cobblestone streets, and pretzels that taste like childhood. And finally, after the airport and the slightly existential train ride, she stood in front of the door to her old home.
And just like that, I was back in Vienna. Let's go on an adventure.
I know sometimes life can be tough.
Stepping out on the street I grew up in felt bittersweet. Moving away from home makes you feel a lot of different things, and somehow being back here reminds me of all the things I'm missing out on. It's like a part of my soul is here, and another is where my new home is.
You're thinking everything is gone wrong. Just remember that I'm here to cheer you on. Yeah, I wanna pick you up from the ground.
Being here, the city I so desperately wanted to leave just 3 years ago but now long for and miss, makes me wonder what home really is. Is it the memories we cherish? Is it where our loved ones are? Or is it simply just feeling safe and content in the place we are right now? Every time I come back here, my heart feels like it's being torn between two places, and somehow the nagging thought that I'm missing out on so much of the daily lives of my family and friends makes that feeling worse. Looking up at the museum my father and I would visit all the time, remembering the fond memories attached to this place, makes me think of the phrase, "the grass is always greener on the other side." When I still lived here, I wanted to escape the noise, often failing to notice the beauty around me, and now it feels like beauty is all I can see when I'm here. Not the noise or the overstimulating amount of people or the fast pace and feeling like you can never really slow down. All I can see now is the beauty I'm missing out on. When I was a kid, this was my favorite museum, the Natural History Museum, because there are so many animals in there to look at. And on the outside of the building, if you really look closely, you're gonna see a bunch of animal statues everywhere. I'm gonna show you real quick. I don't have time to go inside today because I'm meeting a friend, but I at least wanted to show you the outside of the building because it is so beautiful and it's so special for me to just be here again. It's been a while, so yeah.
Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
Living in the countryside has always been my dream, and I love the life I've chosen for myself, but now I'm starting to realize that I'll never be truly happy with where I live unless I choose to see the beauty in it right now.
Kept on playing my part, wanting to give it cause nothing was changing.
So walking on the cobblestone streets and being surrounded by horse carriages today has taught me that beauty can be found everywhere. And although Vienna is a beautiful city, there is beauty found in every place we live. And if we don't look for that beauty, we will always wonder what it would be like to live somewhere else. And if we don't do that, no matter how often we might move, we will never truly be content in the place we live right now.
Baby, and I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud.
Before meeting my friend, I chose to visit Stephans Dom. Going into this church always helps me when I feel overwhelmed by life. It makes my thoughts feel small because I feel small. It is freeing to see something so big that it makes you seem so tiny. I have the same feeling when I look out of the window of an airplane. In perspective, we really are just like cute little ants wandering about, just trying to make the best of our lives. On day 2, I didn't film a lot because I was spending quality time with my little brother, which was much needed for the both of us. We went to Stadtpark together to enjoy some nature, and it was such a beautiful day. On day 3, after meeting a friend in the morning, I decided to spend a cozy afternoon at a bookstore. There's something special about bookstores, the feeling of so many stories surrounding you, the smell of new books, and piles of books all around you.
It may seem like you're under some kind of a spell.
I just feel instant coziness when I walk into a bookstore and to visit all of my favorite books. I sat down at the bookstore cafe, got a coffee, and started reading Anne of Green Gables, which I can read 1,000 times and never get sick of it. And I felt like the leading lady of a 2000s rom-com waiting for my true love in a bookstore. Reading this book made me think about growing up and what it really means to grow up. I truly believe that remembering the child within us is so important, and that's what I love about stories like these. They help us see the magic in this world again. As another day melts into evening, I find myself drinking yet another matcha latte, wandering the city streets with a friend. As I walk down the streets of the first district yet again, I realize that the biggest adventures aren't about where you go, but rather about how present you are when you're there. I love romanticizing my life and acting like a princess whenever I see a balcony, running up the stairs and finding little pockets of time to daydream.
I told you she was Delulu.
Hey, I thought I was supposed to take over the voiceover.
Oh, right. Sorry, please continue.
That's fine. Besides, I think we all need a little dose of Delulu every now and then. Either you live in here or you live in a house by the ocean. What would you pick? House on the ocean? Okay, yeah. Me too, actually.
There was something about you that day. I can still hear the shimmering sound. The hill is near, let's get right up. Walk up to the very top. We couldn't tell the sky from the ground. I know my life will never be the same after that day.
Now at 25, standing here and looking at the city that gave me so many memories, I feel nothing but gratitude for the life I once lived and the life I now choose to live. It's funny how this place always seems to bring out my inner romantic. Bummern is an Austrian word which basically means shopping without necessarily buying anything. It's a word I use whenever I go to a store I can't really afford yet, but still like to wander and look at all the beautiful things. Swarovski is one of those stores for me. I also believe that there is something powerful in acting like you can buy anything you can see, even if it might not be true yet. As nighttime arrived, I met one of my oldest friends for some drinks, and we had a little too many.
Hi guys, this is the cathedral, Stephansplatz at night.
I realized that home was never a place. It is the feeling of being with the people we love and being completely present in every moment of our lives.
Supermodel 2025, Miss Vienna.
Home is feeling alive, loved, and safe, no matter where we are.
Look at this. Ah! Peak engineering at its finest.
Beautiful.
Saw you down the motorway. There was something about you that day. I can still hear the shimmering sound.